Takulandirani ku AMTV Malawi kuchimake kwa nkhani zenizeni. Ngati nkhani imeneyo kuno kulibe, dziwani kuti nkhani imeneyo ndi yabodza.
Welcome back, honorable members. Mulanje Bale, you had something to say just before.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, and good afternoon. Madam Speaker, I raised a question in the morning, and there seemed to be a misunderstanding where the leader was guided to say the Minister of Agriculture is not in the House. But if you look at the nature of that question, Madam, it actually deals with the trade more than agriculture, because we are looking at prices where vendors just wake up today and say from 50,000 kwacha, 20 kg flour, they are now selling it at yesterday 76, today 80,000. I thought this house needed to look seriously. So I need guidance from you. I'm not asking that question until I'm guided to say how best can we do this.
Honorable Member from
Thank you, Madam.
Mulanje Bale. Indeed, you are right, Honorable. If in terms of Standing Order 14, Honorable Leader, you want to respond to the same?
Thank you so much, Right Honorable. I did get the question from the table, correct? And I had thought it's an agriculture issue because talk about vendors, talk about the maize, and I related that to hunger. And I had said when the Minister of Agriculture comes in, we are going to allow him to listen to that, because according to the standing order, it doesn't necessarily need a response. It's a motion. It's a debate.
It's a motion, therefore it doesn't need a response. So if the minister is not in the House, it can still be discussed.
Yeah, but we thought there would be need for a response, because the standing order says it must fall under a specific ministry. That's what standing order 14 says. And for that reason, I had referred that. I actually told him that once the Honorable Minister comes in, and I did contact the Honorable Minister of Agriculture over the same. But he has written to me now, that's Mulanje Bale, that he needs the Minister of Trade. So once the Minister of Trade comes in, but if he insists that he still needs to do that in the absence of the two ministers, Madam, that's okay. That's in order.
Okay. Yeah, that question only comes in after question time. So we'll see if the minister is here, well and good. If not, we can still proceed. Thank you. We still have questions, because that question only comes immediately after question time. Thank you. Honorable Member for Mapuyu South, you're rising. Sorry? What has gone out of order, Mapuyu South?
I will state at the end of my statement what has gone out of order. But, Madam Speaker...
You're making a statement?
No. Is it in order for the ladies of this side not to congratulate you on this great achievement which the world has made on behalf of Malawi? And when we met during tea break, we agreed that one of us should stand on behalf of the women and on my own behalf to congratulate you, Madam, on this achievement. It has proved beyond words, Madam, that you are not a simple person. In your constituency, they trust you. In Malawi, they trust you. In Africa, they trust you. Worldwide, internationally, you are trusted, madam. It's not something simple. Therefore, we congratulate you. Mtengo audari, sama uzana, umonegauka. Thank you, madam.
Thank you very much, Honorable Member for Lilonge Mapuyu, Mapuyu South. Thank you very much for the compliment. Honorable members, we are continuing with questions to Ministry of Transport and Public Works. I think the next one was supposed to be question number 19. Rumpi Central. Rumpi Central. Rumpi Central is not in the chamber. Nkota South. Nkota South. Nkota South is not in the chamber. Where should we go next?
Right Honorable Speaker, we'll tackle question 15, going to Minister of Health from Kasungu Central, just to finish all the questions under the Minister of Health.
Question
15.
15.
Yes, right Honorable Speaker.
Yes, Honorable Member for Kasungu Central. He's not in the chamber.
Thank you, Honorable Speaker. I stand to confirm that question on item 15 on the order paper stands to my name. Thank you.
Thank you, Kasungu Central. Honorable Minister of Health or the Deputy.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. And through you, let me thank the Honorable Member for the question. The question is to ask the Minister of Health to consider providing medical equipment, furniture, and staff houses to the newly constructed Gogode Maternity Clinic. The clinic is located almost 30 kilometers from the nearest maternity facility at Kasungu District Hospital and has a large catchment area covering 3 constituencies. Madam Speaker, my ministry acknowledges that Gogode Health Center serves a population of over 25,000 people and is located approximately 25 kilometers from Kasungu District Hospital, making it a critical facility for maternity services in the area. Recently, the government successfully completed the construction of maternity block at the facility through District Development Fund, DDF. Madam Speaker, to ensure the facility is fully operational, the procurement of medical equipment and furniture is currently underway using Government for Enabled Service Delivery (GESIT) funds. Additionally, my ministry acknowledges that the facility's 2 existing staff houses are small and outdated. I would like to let the Honorable Member know that Kasungu District Council already has plans to construct new staff houses and a modern outpatient department block, and sourcing of funds is underway. The Honorable Member will be updated accordingly before the end of the financial year. I thank you, Madam Speaker.
Honorable Deputy Minister, Palombe North.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker. In fact, it is Palombe North East. Yes, Mount Ward and Swangoma Ward. First, Madam Speaker, I want to congratulate my brother for being appointed Deputy Minister. Secondly, I also want to congratulate the government for constructing 4 health centers in Palombe Northeast. That is 2 health centers in Mouse Ward and 2 health centers in Swangoma Ward. We have Mouse Ward, the Mouse Health Center. We have got Changa, which is also known as Mount Health Center. And in Swangoma, we have got Ntemanyama Health Center and Mitochi Health Center. Congratulations to the government for giving us these facilities. My question, right, Honorable Speaker, is that is the ministry aware that these facilities do not have maternity wings? Our women in Palombe Northeast travel about 20 kilometers to go to Chiringa Health Center. Is it possible for the ministry to extend these facilities? Secondly, I just want to find out from the ministry if it is possible to open these facilities within this cohort. Why I'm saying that, the ministry has managed to open only one, which is Changa Health Center. Are there any plans of opening these remaining 3 facilities? Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker, for recognizing Palombe Northeast. Thank you.
Palombe Northeast?
Yes.
Yes, Northeast. Deputy Minister?
Madam Speaker, thank you very much. And through you, let me thank the Honorable Member for Palombe Northeast, Honorable Dennis Biscuit Namachege Japiri. First of all, for congratulating me on being appointed as Deputy Minister by His Excellency the President, Dr. Radha Makathe Chakwera. Honorable Member, yes, you have done the congratulations, but I'll be waiting for a parcel to accompany the congratulations, so you can find me in my office. Honorable Member, let me also thank you for acknowledging what the President said here in the SONA, that a lot of health posts have been built, and you bear testimony that in your constituency alone, in Palombe Northeast, 4 of them have been constructed and are waiting to be opened. Honorable Member, because of your behavior of being opened, it's not easy to acknowledge from that side that things are really happening, but it's good that you're acknowledging. Therefore, government will look at your request. Of course, a health post does not accompany a maternity wing, but looking at the way your constituency is, and looking at the next facility for a maternity wing, you know, maternal mortality rate is still high in this country. Therefore, it's the wish of government to make sure that our mothers are able to access health facilities, at least in good distance, and like the way it is. I know your constituency, of course, again with the cyclone, the road infrastructure was also damaged. Therefore, the minister will consider your request favorably. Of course, they will be open. They're finished. Therefore, what remains is just to open and, of course, bring in the medical staff and equipment. So definitely, the facilities will be opened. Just be ready for the ministry to come to your constituency to open these health facilities. I thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you very much, Honorable Deputy Minister. And Chisi East, then Cholo Tava.
All right, Honorable Madam Speaker. Let me first of all thank His Excellency Dr. Radha Makathe Chakwera for connecting Kangoi in Nkatabe Northwest to the grid. At the same time, let me also thank the Deputy Minister of Health for the good response given to member for Nkatabe Northwest about the construction of a health center at Kangoi in Senior Chief Timbiri. Why am I talking of Nkatabe Northwest? That is home to my dear wife Linda. Madam Speaker, in Nchisi East, Madam Speaker, in Nchisi East, His Excellency the President has managed to construct a health center at Chazimbobo, and a maternity wing at Chinkande Health Center. However, we are still waiting for completion of Chafumba Health Center. The minister assured the people of Chisi East that funds are already there, but the people are eagerly waiting to see the mushrooming of the real work on the ground. I thank you, Madam Speaker.
Much honorable member for Chisi East, and we know your beloved wife Linda comes from Chinteji, Nkatabe South East. Thank you very much for that information. Honorable Deputy Minister of Health.
Thank you very much. Let me thank the honorable member for Chisi East. First of all, I thought he comes from Nkatabe. I was surprised when he's talking about Kangoi, but he clarified well. Yeah, you know, Madam Speaker, no, today is Thursday, tomorrow is Friday. So for those who will be going out over the weekend, normally you don't go out without a gate pass. So for you to get a gate pass, you need to behave well from Thursday to Friday. Otherwise, the visa for going out will not come out. So I think the honorable member is being very clever by making sure that he pleases the issuing officer who will be giving out the visa. Madam Speaker, let me thank the honorable member for acknowledging what the president and his government have done in his constituency by opening 2 facilities, a health center and maternity wing. And now the honorable member is asking for completion of Chafunga Health Center. Let me assure the honorable member that Chafunga Health Center will be completed because the funds from the health sector joint fund are already available. So therefore, this facility will be constructed. Thank you very much, Madam Speaker.
Very much, Honorable Deputy Minister. Cholo Tava.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker. Good afternoon. Allow me to join my colleagues in congratulating you on your appointment. As women in this house, we are proud of you, Madam. Madam Speaker, let me also congratulate the Deputy Minister of Health on his appointment. I would like to find out from the Deputy Minister, do you have plans to open the newly constructed Njale Health Center? And is it possible to provide medical equipment, furniture, and staff? Honorable Minister, you may wish to know that the community worked so hard to see this facility constructed and completed. And as I'm talking right now, we have everything in place, like water, staff houses, incinerator, maternity wing, electricity, but there's nothing from the ministry. Could you please consider opening this facility as soon as possible, as people from Njale, Mulenga, William, Nsenga, Chimeda are walking long distance to Cholo Hospital, which is almost 30 kilometers. Please consider the people of Cholo Tava. I submit.
Cholo Tava, Honorable Deputy Minister.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker. Through you, let me thank the honorable member for Cholo Tava. He's asking my ministry whether we have plans to open in Njale Health Center. Let me tell the honorable member that if this facility was constructed or has been constructed in line with the requirements of the ministry, definitely then plans have to be there. He's talked about medical equipment, furniture, and all that. Let me also tell the honorable member that currently government will have received some medical equipment and supplies from World Vision. So therefore, these ones will be distributed to several health facilities, including her own, if indeed it meets the requirement of a health facility. I'll find out why it's not being opened if everything is in place. I thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Honorable Minister, you're rising?
Supplementary questions. I wanted to give guidance.
Oh, you want to give guidance? Okay. There's a supplementary, I think, from the Honorable Member. I'm sure it is on the same health after that then.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker, for giving me another chance for a supplementary question. Mine is just an assurance to the Deputy Minister that we followed all the procedures to construct a health facility. And the Minister is aware, the Cholo District DHO is aware. Yeah, and just to remind you, the name of the facility is Njale Health Center. I thank you.
Thank you. I'm sure it was just for noting. Okay. Honorable Deputy Leader, where are you going next?
Right Honorable Speaker, I want to guide that now we go to questions going to the Ministry of Homeland and Security, starting with question number 21. Thank you.
Honorable members, we now go to question number 21 to Minister of Homeland and Security, Chitipa Central. Chitipa Central is not in the chamber. Chiladzuru East, question number 22. Chiladzuru East is not in the chamber. Question number 23, Mangochi North East.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I'm here to confirm that question 2-3 of today's order paper is indeed from the people of Mangochi North East, and I beg to move. I thank you.
Thank you very much, Mangochi North East. Honorable Minister of Homeland Security.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Firstly, allow me to congratulate you for being appointed on that international position. It's not a mean achievement by yourself, and also it's for Malawi. Congratulations, our Right Honorable Speaker. I stand here to respond to question 23. This question is asked by the Member of Parliament for Mangochi North East. The Honorable Member is asking my ministry to consider, one, constructing good police unit at Makumba Station. He's saying the current one is in bad shape. I will address the Honorable Member as follows. Firstly, allow me to thank the Honorable Member for Mangochi North East for his question. As I said, the Honorable Member is asking my ministry to consider constructing a good police unit at Makumba Station, as the current one is in bad shape. Madam Speaker, I would like to agree with the Honorable Member on the need to construct a modern police unit at Makumba Trading Center. However, going by the government policy, the communities bear the responsibility of constructing police units, including houses, for the purpose of ownership. Madam Speaker, let me therefore request the Honorable Member to consider constructing a police unit at the said place. He may use the development fund from the District Commissioner Office, and my ministry will be responsible to deploy the officers to the police unit. A plan of the recommended unit can be obtained from the officer in charge at Mangoj Police Station. Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister of Homeland Security. I now call upon Honorable Member for Chikwawa East.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, for according the chance to people of Chikwawa East to ask a supplementary question to the Minister of Homeland Security. Madam Speaker, I want just to find out from the Minister, I asked these questions about 2 years ago, to when they are going to assist us with a police unit at the Masengere Trading Center. I'm asking this question, Madam Speaker, because there are so many bad things happening at Masengere. As the Minister has already alluded to, we have bricks ready there. We already submitted our proposal through the ADC to the council, but we are just waiting for a proper answer that we can go ahead. We know, but we are really in trouble. As you are aware, Chikwawa is a prone area. The road is in bad shape. As I'm speaking now, it has been cut into 3 parts. Whenever someone has done something wrong, it's just a very, very big task to take this person to go to the nearest police unit at Masengere, which is most about 20 kilometers from Masengere. I submit, Madam Speaker, Madam. Thank you.
Very much, Chikwawa East. Honorable Minister of Homeland Security.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. The Honorable Member for Chikwawa East is saying he has been asking this question for the past 2 years. The Honorable Member says he needs a police unit at Masengere Training Center. As I alluded to in my response, I said and I repeat, the responsibility to construct a police unit falls under the community in the area for the purposes of showing ownership. Can I therefore tell my fellow honorable member, who is my good friend, UDF Chief Whip, that can he mobilize the community and use his CDF to construct this police unit? As you are aware, Right Honorable Speaker, that right now the CDF is at 200 million, and a police unit would cost something not more than 40 million. If this police unit is falling under the priorities in the constituency, my honorable colleague from Chikwawa East should consider to budget some of that money to construct a police unit at Masengere Training Center. After having done that, my ministry will deploy police officers at this police unit. Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker.
Honorable Minister of Homeland Security, Doha Central.
Thank you so much, Madam Speaker, for recognizing the people of Doha Central on a supplementary question. But before I go to that, Madam Speaker, who am I not to join my fellow colleagues in congratulating you for the appointment into the task force, which is to see about ceasefire in Ukraine and Russia. Madam Speaker, that's not a mean achievement, and as people of Doha Central, we rally behind you and we congratulate you for the achievement. Thank you so much, Madam Speaker. Secondly, let me also congratulate the Minister of Homeland Security for his appointment to the ministerial position. And as people of Lower Central, we wish him well as he supports the Chakwera agenda. My supplementary question, Madam Speaker, is to the Minister of Homeland Security to consider supplying at least 1 or 2 motor vehicles to Mponela Police Station, and also some motorbikes to enhance mobility for the men and women in uniform when responding to some criminal activities that are taking place in the area. Just of recent times, Madam Speaker, we have lost about 3 lives. People have been killed in maize gardens. So for the police officers to respond to such criminal offenses or activities, it is taking a bit of time because we don't have enough vehicles for our police officers to use. So my question is if the ministry could consider supplying a vehicle or 2 and even motorcycles to Mponela Police Station. Thank you so much, Madam Speaker, for giving us people who are central space to supplement. Thank you.
Thank you, Lower Central. Honorable Minister of Homeland Security.
Right Honorable Speaker, let me say thank you to the Honorable Member for Lower Central, who is asking a supplementary question to the extent that he wants my ministry to consider supplying motor vehicles and motorcycles to the police officers in his constituency. Right Honorable Speaker, suffice to say that my ministry has taken note of this plea and the ministry will act accordingly. Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Member for Cholo South.
Thank you so much, Right Honorable Speaker, for granting this opportunity to the people of Cholo South, Tegeran, to ask the Minister a supplementary question. Madam Speaker, before I pose my question to the Minister, let me also join my colleagues to congratulate you on the position you have been given. You remember, Madam Speaker, you took me to Motor Island, and I was expecting this one because you were highly respected and you were one of the best speakers in that parliament. So this is so wonderful, and congratulations once again for that position. Right Honorable Speaker, my question to the Minister is not new to the ministry, because I've been standing here asking the ministry to deploy officers to Tegeran Police Unit, which was maintained after being damaged. Furnitures were bought, and they have been asking the ministry to deploy, and the ministry has been so positive to that and assured the House that very soon the police officers will be deployed to this police unit. But up to now, no police officer has been sent to Tegeran Police Unit. Would you please, the whole Tegeran, which is one of the big trading centers in Cholo, has no police unit. And this Tegeran trading center is made up of 3 traditional authorities, namely Senior Chief in Sabwe, T.A. Mbawera, and T.A. Tuguta. Honorable Minister, you are aware of this area, and the whole area has no police unit. Would you please consider, it's just a matter of deploying the police officers to start working at the Tegran Police Unit. I thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Thank you.
Very much, Choro South. Honorable Minister of Homeland Security.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. Cholo South, in his supplementary question, he is asking my ministry to deploy officers to his constituency, and he's saying that he's been standing in the chamber for some time now, pleading with my ministry on the same. Just to buttress his point, 2 days ago we met, and he did allude to the same fact, to say he needs police officers in his constituency. Suffice to say that this request is being taken care of, and just to say to the honorable members in here, can I plead with them that they should civic educate the community not to vandalize the police units, because once we do that, we send fears to our officers in those communities. And I can assure the honorable member for Cholo South that the ministry is very much aware of the problems in this constituency, and as a ministry, will do something. Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker.
Thank you. Last one, Loa Ngala, before we tackle the last.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, for recognizing the people of Doangala who have a supplementary question to the Homeland Minister. Firstly,
Minister of Environment, order. Minister of Environment, go back, please. Thank you. Yes, proceed, Honorable Member for Doangala.
Firstly, I would like to appreciate His Excellency, the President, for allocating some housing units to Madisi Police Station. We were allocated 10 houses, and some time back we were told works will start. I just wanted to get updates from the Minister when we starting up the works, because back then we were told contracts were being finalized. Thank you so much.
Doangala, Honorable Minister of Homeland Security.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker, for giving me this chance to respond to Doangala. Doangala is appreciating the President's initiative for allocating security houses in his constituency, and the honorable member is asking as to when the implementation of constructing the second lot of houses in his constituency will start. May I tell this House to say our ministry is just a beneficiary of these security houses, but the main ministry that is responsible for everything on the ground is my honorable colleague, Minister of Lands. So can I ask the Minister of Doangala to come up with the proper questions that which will be directed to the Ministry of Lands. Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister. Honorable members, just to remind honorable colleagues that those that are not attending Parliament, the questions that will not be answered now because you're not in the chamber will not appear in this sitting, and that will mean the end, because this probably might be our last sitting. So if you're not coming to present your questions, just know that once we strike them off the order paper, they're not going to appear this sitting. So I just wanted to make that clear. We now go to question number 24, Nchisi Northeast.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Right Honorable Speaker, for this opportunity. And I rise to confirm that question 24 indeed comes from the people of Nchisi Northeast, Senior Chief Ntondo, and the people of Sambakusi. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, Nchisi Northeast. Honorable Minister of Homeland Security.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. I stand once again to respond to question number 24. This question, Right Honorable Speaker, is coming from my honorable sister, Honorable MP for Nchisi Northeast. The honorable member is asking my ministry to consider the following. A, she's asking my ministry to construct a police houses at Ntondo Police Unit. I will address this question as follows. Madam Speaker, I would like to thank the honorable member for this question. The honorable member, as I said, she's asking my ministry to consider constructing police houses at Ntondo Police Unit. Let me agree with the honorable member on the need to construct police houses at Ntondo Police Unit, as it helps ease mobilization and deployment of officers in times of emergency and also improve the welfare of police officers. However, going by the government policy, the responsibility of constructing a police unit and the staff houses is with the community for the sake of ownership, as I alluded to in my earlier response. However, to ease pressure for the community, let me inform the honorable member that Ntondo Police Unit is one of the beneficiaries of 10,000 houses for security institutions project being implemented by Malawi government, and it was allocated 6 houses under phase 2, lot 2. And let me assure the honorable member that processes for the site identification and procuring of a contractor is underway. Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. On the second part of the question, the honorable member is asking my ministry to construct a police unit and houses at Sambakusi headquarters, and allow me to address that part as follows. Madam Speaker, going to the second question, the honorable member, as I said, is asking my ministry to consider constructing a police unit and houses at Sambakusi headquarters. As area indicated, responsibility of constructing a police unit and houses lies with the community for the sake of ownership of the facility. In view of that, I would like to request the honorable member to ask for part of the DDF for the construction of the required police unit and the staff houses. The honorable member may also consider using part of the CDF towards the same. Just to remind the honorable speaker that as I'm speaking, the CDF is pegged at 200 million, and the police unit would not cost something not more than 40 million. So if it lies under the priority of the honorable member in the constituency, the CDF would do magic in this project. Let me therefore inform the honorable member that a standard police unit consists of an office block and at least 5 houses. A plan of the recommended staff houses can be obtained from the officer in charge at Nchis Police Station. Right, Honorable Speaker, my ministry is ready to deploy police officers once construction of the recommended police units and staff houses is completed. Thank you, Right, Honorable Speaker.
Thank you very much, Honorable Minister of Homeland Security. Ncheubwanje, is it Ncheubwanje, sir?
Thank you, Madam Speaker, for recognizing the people of Ncheubwanje South. I would like to ask the Minister of Homeland Security to consider providing mobility utilities at Birira Police Post. Police officers, they do travel long distances, maybe about 30 kilometers to arrest. Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker.
Thank you, Ncheubwanje South. Honorable Minister of Homeland Security.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. I stand to respond to the honorable member representing Ncheubwanje South. The honorable member is asking my ministry to provide mobility to Birira Police Post. Right Honorable Speaker, suffice to say, my ministry has taken note of the request and we will act accordingly. Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker.
Thank you. Mchinji Northeast.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker. The people of Mchinji Northeast would like to request the Minister to come to officially open Kapili Police Unit, which we constructed under CDF. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Mchinji Northeast. Honorable Minister of Homeland Security.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. I stand to respond to a request from Mchinji Northeast. The honorable member is requesting my ministry to go and open Kapili Police Unit, that which she did construct using CDF. Let me start by congratulating the honorable member for doing this wonderful job. And let me also say it that is what government is expecting of each and every member from in this house, to have this kind of initiatives. And allow me, Right Honorable Speaker, to assure the honorable member that she just has to put the request in a formal letter. And the ministry, at an appropriate time, will open this police post. Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker.
Very much. Sanjira Lanje, then Nilongwe City Center.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker, for recognizing the people of Sanjira Lanje to ask a supplementary question. First and foremost, congratulations, Madam Speaker, for being appointed at the IPU to be in that committee. Secondly, congratulations, Honorable Minister, for being appointed in the cabinet. Madam Speaker, listening to the responses that the Honorable Minister has been insinuating in this House, it points to the issue of CDF, and we all know that CDF, yes, it's 200 million, but that's not enough to cater for each and every project that we may be asking in this house. We are all aware of the inflation that is there, Madam Speaker. It's not a secret anymore. Things are very expensive. And we are also aware of the taxes and fees that are being collected from the CDF. Therefore, Madam Speaker, when honorable members are asking for minister's consideration, they are coming from that point. Coming to Sanje Lalanje, Honorable Minister, Sanje Lalanje constructed a police unit, and probably one of the best police units in Shire Valley. And we've been standing in this house asking for deployment of officers. We've been standing in this house asking for police houses. We were promised by the previous minister, who happens to be my former chair in Defense and Security. I was the vice chairperson. But I think before that was done, then there was some reshuffle. So, Honorable Minister, the people of Sanje Lalanje did construct a good police unit. But we're looking for assistance in terms of deployment, in terms of houses, in terms of probably a vehicle and also motorcycles to assist the people of Sanje Lalanje. If you check, Honorable Minister, you will notice that around Pokera area, we have instances of people killing each other. There are so many crimes that are happening. The main issue is that we don't have much security in that area. So that's why it was a priority for us, and we had to build that police unit. So please do help us. Otherwise, the unit is being vandalized because it's idle and it's a waste of public resources if it will not be utilized by the police. Thank you so much, Madam Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Member for Sanje Lalanje. Honorable Minister of Homeland Security.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. I stand once again to respond to sentiments from the Honorable Member for Sanje Lalanje. The Honorable Member, in her introductory remarks, she alluded to the fact that I am insinuating to say CDF should be used to construct police units. Let me tell my honorable colleague that these are not insinuations, but these are facts on the ground to say CDF should be used in some of these development projects. And she is one of the evidence to say we can mobilize the community and construct a police unit in a constituency using CDF or DDF. A good example is what she has told this house, to say she has been able to construct a police unit in her constituency, that which she wants the ministry to go and open. Let me assure the honorable member that that's what this government is expecting from us as members of parliament. And what I would ask from the honorable colleague is that she should just put that in writing and inform my ministry, and my ministry is very much ready to deploy officers and provide anything that which that police unit is in need in Sanje Lalanje. Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker.
And Lilongwe Citizen.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, for giving me this chance to ask the able Minister of Homeland Security a supplementary question, first regarding the high crime rate in Dubai, where people killing each other during the night, women inclusive. I would like to find out from the minister what is the ministry going to do in order to curb this problem. Secondly, the IG, one of these days when she came here with her entourage, they asked me a question regarding the completion of the security houses in area 30. Now, my question to the able minister, what is he doing in relation with the Ministry of Lands to make sure that these security houses are completed, because they've taken a long time without being finished. I so submit, Madam Speaker.
Thank you, Lilongwe City Center. Honorable Minister of Homeland Security.
Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker. I rise once again to respond to the supplementary question coming from my brother, Honorable Member for Lilongwe City Center. Honorable Member for Lilongwe City Center has raised two pertinent issues. The first one is about security risk that is there in, he mentioned about Dubai, but let me tell him to say it's the whole of Lilongwe. Dubai is in area 49, but it's concerning the whole Lilongwe. Let me assure the honorable member that my ministry is very much aware of everything regarding to this issue on the ground, and everything is being taken care of. But you know, Right Honorable Speaker, these are security issues. I cannot stand here to say as a ministry or to say as a police, we have sat down and we have come up with this strategy, we'll do A, B, C, D. Then we'll be like alerting those that are infiltrating this thing on the ground. Right Honorable Speaker, the honorable member also alluded to the fact that the security houses have taken some time to be completed. Just to tell the honorable member that he should frame a proper question that which will be directed to my honorable colleague, Minister of Lands, who will be able to address that issue in this house. Thank you, Right Honorable Speaker.
Thank you, Honorable Minister. Honorable, well, we don't have the leaders. I don't know where we're going next. Yes, Honorable Minister of Trade.
Yeah, Right Honorable Speaker, we'll just proceed as the order paper is, and I think that should be education basic.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Honorable Member for Nkota, is it Northeast? South. Yes, unfortunately, the Deputy Minister is not in the House. We now go to question number 25, Salima South. Oh, Salima South is on suspension. Number 26, Chiradzulu Central.
Hello. Thank you very much, Madam Speaker, for recognizing the people of Chiradzulu Central. I stand to confirm that question number 26, appearing on today's order paper, is indeed coming from the people of Senior Chief Ilkoswe. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. Honorable Minister of Education.
Thank you very much, Right Honorable Speaker, for allowing me to take questions
for the Ministry of Education, secondary subsector. And before I delve into the question, let me join those that spoke before me in congratulating you for being appointed in the IPU, is it the task force? You make us women proud. You make the girls proud. You inspire us. Well-deserved appointment. Thank you. And the question is coming from Honorable Member for Chiladzulo Central. And the question is to ask the Minister of Basic and Secondary Education to consider constructing a girls' hostel at Nguludi Secondary School in the area of Senior Chief Likoswe. Girls are walking long distances to access the school. It says, furthermore, the girls in the area walk long distances to access the school. Madam Speaker, let me thank the Honourable Member for his question. Let me indicate that Nguludi, being a district day secondary school, has a large catchment area with 10 feeder schools. The furthest being Chanza Primary School, which is at a distance of about 13 kilometers. This is against the recommended distance students should travel to and from school. As such, if a girls' hostel is constructed, indeed girls will be provided with a conducive environment for learning. Madam Speaker, let me inform the Honourable Member and the August House that my ministry is currently prioritizing completion of unfinished hostel projects before taking new ones on board. Some of the old projects that we are prioritizing to complete date back to 2009. However, the Honourable Member's request has been noted for future consideration. I thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you very much, Honourable Minister of Education. Lilongwe North.
Thank you very much, Madam Speaker, for allowing Lilongwe North to ask a question. But Madam, I don't have a question to ask to the Minister of Education, but it's a point of concern. Madam Speaker, I have been here since morning. I have been pressing the button, but I cannot have access to ask the question.
But that's why you've been given a chance now.
Yes.
Yeah.
But you are giving me a chance where I'm not supposed to ask a question.
No.
I have...
Honourable Member, can you withdraw that? No, Honourable Member.
Madam, give me
Honourable
space
Member
to
for
speak.
Lilongwe North. Honourable
Yes,
Member
madam.
for Lilongwe North. Can I have order? Can you please resume your seat? Honourable Members, I explained in the morning. We have 192 honourable members. Everybody wants to ask a question. We only have 3 supplementaries per question. There's no way everybody can be recognized. 3 supplementaries. And the whole reason why you've been recognized now, because you've requested to speak now. There's so many members. I know Honourable Member for Ncheubanje had been raising from morning. I've only recognized him now. Yes, so there's no way you can start accusing the speaker because I can't recognize all of you at the same time. So please withdraw that before I give you a chance to speak. Thank you. Yes, withdraw, then you can proceed.
Withdraw, but I need to say a word or two. Madam, indeed you are giving us a chance, but some other members of parliament, they are just pressing forever. They are supposed to press to give some others also a chance. You know, some they can just press and doing several things. Yet we want to ask a question.
Member, but once somebody presses, how do I know what substance they want to speak?
As a technical, they are supposed to find a room so that they should cut others to give us ourselves a look.
Honourable, if I was to give you the data from morning, apart from Honourable Mulanje Bale and Lilongwe City Centre, everybody has spoken once in this house. I can give you that data now.
Better to convince me, you should give me that one so that I should...
No, I don't need to convince you, Honourable Member for Lilongwe North. I don't need to convince you. Thank you. I don't need to convince you. You can check. I don't need to convince you. Thank you. I gave you a chance now, but you don't want to speak. Honourable Member for Rumpi East.
Once again, good afternoon, Right Honorable Speaker. I would like to appreciate that you have given the people of Rumpi East an opportunity to ask a supplementary question to the Minister of Education. I have constructed girls' hostel or hostels at Jalawe. I have again constructed girls' hostel at Mkombezi Community Day Secondary School. But what we are lacking, one is for the Minister of Education to appreciate my effort by providing these girls' hostels, both at Jalawe Community Day Secondary School and Mkombezi Community Day Secondary School, facilities of electricity. If they can be connected so that at least their studies can be meaningful and well up to date so that they catch up with their studies. This is what I am asking to the minister, and I'm asking for the services of what I have done, and the other part of it, I did appeal to the minister through you, Right Honorable Speaker, to do the needful. Thank you once again.
Rumpi East, Honorable Minister of Education.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Let me also take this opportunity to thank Honorable Member, my uncle from Rumpi East, for his question, supplementary question to do with girls' hostels that he has constructed. Let me also take this opportunity, Madam Speaker, to appreciate the Honorable Member for Rumpi East for doing such a commendable job. He didn't wait for the Ministry of Education to provide him with the girls' hostels. With the 200 million CDF that this government of Dr. Lazarus Chakwera has been providing, he made efforts to make sure that he constructs those hostels. And this is the way to go for those honorable members that can, because constituencies do differ. So let me applaud you, honorable member, for Rumpi West for these efforts. And the question... Rumpi East, Madam Speaker. Point of correction. And let me also go on further to take note that he would wish the Ministry of Education, Basic and Secondary to appreciate his effort by helping him to electrify the girls' hostels, one at Jalawe and the other one at Mkombezi Community Day Secondary Schools. Madam Speaker, let me assure the honorable member that his request has come through to the ministry, and we will consider him with electrification of those girls' hostels by liaising with Honorable Minister of Energy, who also happens to be in the House. I thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you. Lilongwe Mapuyu, is it North?
Thank you, Madam Speaker, for allowing people of Lilongwe Mapuyu North to ask a supplementary question. Through you, Madam Speaker, I would like to ask the Minister the criteria used to construct girls' hospital. I have in mind girls' hostel. Sorry. I have in mind 6 community day secondary schools in my constituency, namely Katsumwa, Chibungo, Chiwe, Muanga, Mzuzi, and Chiriga. They all don't have hostels. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Lilongwe Mapuyu North, Honorable Minister of Education.
Thank you once again, Honorable Speaker, for allowing me to take a supplementary question from the people of Mapuyu North. And the supplementary question is to do with a request to the Ministry for construction of girls' hostels, not 1, but 6 girls' hostels in various community day secondary schools, i.e. Katsuma, Chibungu. He mentioned the rest, I didn't catch them. Madam Speaker, we cannot overemphasize the need for girls' hostels in most of our schools for obvious reasons, because they make education for our girls easy or in the way that it's supposed to. Because most of these schools are very far from where the girls have to come from if they have to commute. So indeed, the request is valid, but let me ask the honorable member for Mapuyu North to put this question in writing so that the ministry can actually do the proper assessment and see how best we can start to consider him. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Mulanje South, then Lilongwe City East. Is it South?
It's Mulanje Southeast, Madam
Southeast,
Speaker.
yes.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. I would like to know, Madam Speaker, the criteria that government use when constructing girls' hostels. Madam Speaker, I've been standing in this August House asking government to construct girls' hostels at Vonken CDSS, Milonda CDSS, Chisambe CDSS, and Kamponi CDSS. But this is the last parliament that we have, Madam Speaker, without any response to my questions, Madam Speaker, to my request. I don't know when will government respond to this. Thank you, Madam Speaker.
Mulanje Southeast, Honorable Minister of Education.
Thank you, Madam Speaker. Let me also thank the honorable member for Mulanje Southeast for
Can you go back, Honorable Minister? Just try.
Yes, let me take that again, Madam Speaker. Let me thank honorable member for Mulanje Southeast for her pertinent question, which she says she's been asking repeatedly in the House. And the question, supplementary question, is to do with the need for girls' hostels at Hogan, Milonde, Chisambe Community Day Secondary Schools. She actually asked the criteria that the ministry does use to make sure that these hostels are provided. Madam Speaker, I've also repeatedly stood in this House making pronouncements that every school, primary or secondary school, is supposed to have a minimum infrastructure education package, meaning every school is supposed to have enough classroom blocks, enough if it's a boarding facility or a secondary school where there are few in the area, having a hostel, not just for girls, but even for boys, because even boys want the same distances to school, and several other things, including wash facilities. But it's to do with the lack of enough resources that in most of these schools, we do not meet this minimum infrastructure education package. And if the honorable member has been standing for several times, it means we have not had the resources or the partners to be able to come to her aid, to her request. But let me assure her that her request has come through. Yes, it is the last sitting of this cohort, but the ministry still goes on after this. Who knows? Maybe she will get a favorable consideration this time around. Let me applaud you for your question, but also ask you, Honorable Member for Mulanje Southeast, to also be able to emulate what Rumpi East has done, maybe to use Constituency Development Fund or other funding that is available in your district, District Council Mulanje. I submit, Right Honorable Speaker.
Very much, Honorable Minister. We now go to question 27, Nkota Central. Sorry, Lilongwe City Center, City East, sorry. I did recognize. Is it City East? No. Commissioner Zulu.
Yeah. Thank you, Madam Speaker, for giving the chance the people of Mtandile, Mtsiriza, Pwetekere, Mwenyekondo, Chisapo, the whole town, area 36 up to Kapiri, the chance to ask a policy question to the Minister of Basic Education. My question is about It's a policy question. You know, in city, we have a scarcity of land. In most of the schools, we don't have enough land where we can construct additional classrooms. As of now, we thank the President, Joseph Chagwera, through the World Bank, we have been given a chance to construct low-cost classrooms. But unfortunately, with a scarcity of land in these schools, we are still building on ground classrooms. I want to find out from the minister, do you have any policy that now can start in multi-story classrooms, especially in the city, where the land is very scarce? Because once you just build these schools on the ground, it means now we consume all the land. Next time we want to construct more, we shall have no more land in the city. So I just find out what is the policy of the city, especially in the city constituencies about the construction of new classrooms. Thank you.
Thank you. Honorable Member for Lilongwe City West. Honorable Minister of Education.
Thank you, Madam Speaker, for allowing me to take a supplementary question on policy to the ministry, and it's coming from the people of Lilongwe City West, the people of Ntandile, Pwetekele, Kisapo, Area 47, etc., etc. And the question is to do with the urban construction of classroom blocks, where land is scarce. As we all know, that land does not expand. Once we build, that's it. First of all, in addressing this question, Madam Speaker, let me say I was answering questions to do with hostels, but it's okay. I'll still take this question as it is coming to the ministry. And it is a very important question, as land is a very important resource. The question is to ask my ministry what kind of policy we have for these urban primary schools or urban schools where land is becoming less and less with each construction. And his suggestion is that it's better that we do multi-story buildings instead of single-story buildings. Madam Speaker, let me agree with the Honourable Member that going up is the way to go, not just in urban schools, but even everywhere, because we need to conserve this land, the resource that we will not have going forward. But for now, let me also address the question to say it is something that we were experimenting. We all know that building going up is more expensive than single-story buildings. We have experimented and we have been successful with Mbayani Primary School in Blantyre, where Nico Holdings did gift the ministry with a multi-story block for classrooms. This is working well. And going forward, I'm sure we are going to continue introducing multi-story buildings to urban primary schools, resources being there, but even those schools outside the urban areas. I submit, and thank you, Madam Speaker.
Thank you, Honourable Minister of Education. Before I suspend proceedings for health break, the Sergeant at Arms has informed my office that he is keeping cash found in the chamber. So we have some very loaded honourable members. Any member who has lost some cash, please see the Sergeant at Arms. So you'd have to explain the spot that you left and the amount. So whoever has lost some money, please. Rumpi East, is it you? No, we are not disclosing. Whoever has lost the money, will state that. Thank you. Yes, you're Honourable Member for Mulanje Pale, you're rising. Sorry, no, we'll go to your question immediately after our health break. We're still in question time. So we'll start off with your question.
I still need guidance, Madam.
on your question? My question. No, well, I think we're going on the health break. So probably after taking a couple of questions, then we'll, just before we suspend, unless if somebody brings in other business, before then we'll have to tackle your business. Okay. So we'll tackle your business after the question time. We'll give it space.
Thank you, Madam.
Thank you. Honorable members, I now suspend proceedings for health break. We shall resume sitting at 4:02. House suspended.
Osaiwala kupanga subscribe ku channel ya AMTV Malawi.